I like these stealth missions.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
Hello, hello. Alright. How to increase my headset volume, so I'm gonna try it and speak as loud as I can.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me, Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
So she gets the wood she wants. I told her once, I told her 1,000 times. It ain't my job to check on the grinders. Sometimes I think she's deaf on purpose.
Huh?
It's getting hard to breathe around here.
What's going on here? Here?
Just one time. Is that too much to ask?
The job ain't so bad. Beats cheating people all day in a bank. As if things aren't bad enough, now I have to be on the lookout for some no-gooder tonight. What?
Even without eyes to look on the world, I see so much. Once nearly all things were hidden.
lucky day, madam. It's the day you
Do I know this place?
Please take a look around.
Have I wisdom to
Welcome to
convey?
my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
Think about it.
See anything you like? Welcome back. Please, take your time. An excellent choice. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. It was a pleasure to serve you. What a pleasant surprise to see you again. All those valuable Welcome back. Please, take your time.
I think I've spotted someone suspicious. Howlers! Over here!
You won't go. What? Can't have gone far.
I lost him. You don't stand a chance.
Someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
Sometimes I remember the breeze on my skin and your touch. This city is a place of riches, but not all get a seat at the banquet table.
Curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The Overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Welcome back. Please, take your time. Farewell, and do think of us again.
cause.
What a... Welcome back. Please, take your time. An excellent choice. Please, visit again soon.
Stung to death. So disfigured. Blood fly nests all around them. So horrible.
Huh? It sounded like broken glass.
Yeah, I don't know it's gonna be on soon. Shit! Probably nothing, but I'll be right back. Did you hear someone over there? I just need to make sure.
Wait. I'll have a look over there.
I'm sure.
What now? Did someone hear some thunder or something? Okay.
I knew this world 15 years ago. Some part of me remains, but the world seems strange.
You look great. Enrico said to give you his regards.
That donkey-faced cretin can open his wrists for all I care.
You want me to point the way, help you onto a path. No. Let us be lost here together for a moment.
Oh, really? You like being a servant? Polishing and dusting.
The place smells of lavender and antique furniture. Not like the dust district where the soot makes your teeth gray.
Is that any way to talk about the place where we got our start, Beatrix? Too good for street dust.
Help me! Someone! Anyone! Help! Someone! Protect me!
May she reign forever. Traitors.
I can help
Their claim to the throne. Morally. Treasonous nation, skulking in the cold, gloomy north. If they want war, we'll give it to them, no matter how many of you I have to sacrifice.
This won't take long.
If that was who I think it was.
Ugh.
Let's have a look. Where is he, damn it?
Times. Hard times. Gotta be on the lookout.
What are you waiting for?
I'm not gonna blow you up because you don't deserve it.
Come out.
Is it a curse or a blessing to linger past your time in the world?
Nothing then. Whoa! What was that? All right. There's shit! What was that?
What is
You all right?
Somewhere near, they hold hands. They drink poison together. This old couple. A banker tricked them out of their home.
This is the Duke. Some of you have questioned the stricter mining quotas and the new taxes being levied by the Grand Circonian Guard. Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Mayo. Look at Duncan Mayo, my good friend. He's a painter. A man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of his land to silver.
It's not too late for you, my love, if you can but resist the urge for vengeance. Would this place be any different had I not passed from the world? This was once my world. All things, from the northernmost shores to here, Karnatha in the south.
Look at you. leaving a trail of bloody boot prints across this dying city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Always conflict. For me.
Ashworth is somewhere inside the Royal Conservatory.
One more time. Why do so many have so little? It was never meant to be this way. Somewhere a noble woman is beating a servant. He is but a boy. The beating will leave him lie. He was late. Yes, there is more here than corruption and pain. Don't despair. There is goodness here too. So many have so little. It was never meant to be this way. I hear laughter. Somewhere there is still merriment and song, and the gentle ease of friendship.
Come on! I don't have time for games!
More innocent blood spilled. It doesn't have to be like this. We both know it.
Anybody?
Show your true face,
Don't
monster!
search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Take it! Oh! Hey, where do you think you're going?
Yeah, the water gets nasty sometimes. It flows from the fountain to the conservatory. There was work being done, so there's a great risk.
How come he's still alive?
He's wounded! I can't see!
What was that?
Back here! You aren't going anywhere! And you! Come on, let's go!
I see a mine collapsing on a dozen workers. A beggar succumbs to blood flies. The cat sleeps on a velvet pillow.
But I hate that.
Somewhere a miner coughs black from his lungs. He hides it from his wife.
Oh, I only killed the bad guy.
So many hands built this place, and it is so grand. Was so grand. It could have been a paradise for all. I see Karnaka falling into darkness, hate, and corruption. If only...
I need to find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new Empress, Delilah.
The downtrodden, the poor and forgotten, mudlarks, beggars, and orphans. Who speaks for them? So many places I want to visit. I'm tired. How long, my dears? How long must I endure in this shadow state? This city is a place of riches, but not all get a seat at the banquet table.
Our mistress likes them where they are.
Yes, but sometimes I want to smash them into a bloody
Even without eyes to look upon the world, I see so much. Once nearly all.
Someone's shooting at us! Oh, busted!
Here somewhere.
So you're back. I'll find you.
Sometimes I remember the breeze on my skin and your touch. Place. Have I wisdom to convey? I know that I am weary. Nothing more.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
The magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the
I knew this world 15 years ago. Some part of me remains, but the world seems strange.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago.
Those around you cannot see me. I am here, right here, when you call to me.
To die. I have plenty of ideas. You should have stayed in your body. No! You monster! I can smell his blood. You're going first! It was coming from here. Let's see. Monster!
I am not the monster, you are.
who you are and who you can be.
Do you think Delilah really could have done that? I've heard the same stories about Paolo.
You want me to point the way, help you onto a path. No. Let us be lost here together for a moment. I heard a story once of the forever and the fog. It traveled with her across all the seas. I am that sailor.
About working your fingers raw, weaving nets, or raising cows to slaughter. Anyone that gets you received is better than you can. That's truly fine. Sometimes we look at things, but it won't help loosen their lives any higher.
There will come a time when we must part. I only tell you this in the hope to make easier our farewells. If we should become parted someday, remember that I know exactly who you are, and that I treasure you. I wonder if you remember me as I was. Sometimes I think of those days. Do you?
Oh well, never mind. I'll paint my nails red with your blood!
Alright.
Maybe the wind or something.
This city is a place of riches, but not all get a seat at the banquet table.
Too late. Research the place.
hear the corruption and pain. Don't despair. There is goodness here too.
This looks important. I wonder what it does.
I see it now. All is withered with light. And the rocks of time cease to cross the map to stop the light.
Built I'll see you in the...
Not useful at all, but I see the long, lovely hands again, stained by the ink, raising the knife above a box made of colored paper. I cannot see what is contained within, but the King of Morley is there, in the room with the elders, while his queen sleeps in their bed.
Someone there?
But I see the long, lovely hands again, stained by the ink, raising is contained within, but the King of Morley is there, in the room with the others, while his queen sleeps in their bed.
This city is a place of riches, but not all get a seat at the banquet table. Somewhere near they hold hands. They drink poison together. This old couple. A banker tricked them out of their home. I ask nothing of you, but to remember. For always who you are and who you can be. You want me to point the way, help you onto a path. Now, let us be lost here, together for a moment.
These odd lenses might be linked to what Ashworth is working on.
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. Instead of seeing the overseers for marriage, I visited my father's
laughter.
and raced away from
Somewhere there is still merriment and song, and the gentle ease of friendship.
Someone thought they could shoot me without it. I won't let him escape. You're true. You know how long I've served, Delilah. This is the last place you should have come. You'll have to be faster than that. Play the skin yourself. Now couldn't.
So this could be tampered with. Ashworth could be cut off from the void entirely. No more witchcraft. With Ashworth dead, this device is useless. you knew about Delilah, you shouldn't have kept it from me.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Royal Protector. I see you there, back in the city that spawned you.
Brianna Ashworth is dead.
You murdering bastard! You had no right. You couldn't possibly understand what Brianna meant to me.
Just as I doubt you have any idea what I'd do to keep Emily from harm.
Perhaps I'll take a hammer to her tonight and drop the pieces over the side of a ship halfway to Pandysia.
I'm going to end your reign soon, Delilah.
Your sword can't still my heart, but I welcome you to try. More innocent blood still? It doesn't have to be like this. We both know it.
To be honest, sometimes it does that. I'm happy you guys.
Beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. Instead of seeing the overseers for marriage, I visited my father's banker and raced away from my old life toward Delilah. Those were the Coven's glory days.
Somewhere an old woman is beating a servant. He is but a boy. Beating will leave him blind. He is like the tea. Place. Have I wisdom to convey? I'm weary. Nothing more. Sometimes I remember the breeze on my skin and your touch.
Hello? Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I and Ashworth bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Deception doesn't make for good allies, Foster.
Is that what you think, Royal Protector? You'll have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
Three years ago, Delilah was laying her plans. The Duke's people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale, beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me.
Megan can take Megan is out in the city, but I'll explain.
Plenty of people like Paolo growing up. Maybe not as crafty.
Closer to understanding Delilah's.
Know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh. Maybe inside you'll learn more about how to stop Delilah.
But I a ruin created by the Duke, where I used to live.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Paolo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed, and of course, Byrne wants Paolo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
So that gives me at least one way into Aramis Stilton's house.
I'm pretty sure that will work.
Coming back here, the ground. Some people have reached beyond others.
can I say about what you've done for me? Saved me from madness and worse, from giving in to a life of sadistic brutality. How could I ever repay you for that? Given who you are and what you're in Karnaca to do, I can only say good luck. The city, the country, the empire. Everyone is counting on you. I'll send something special for you, by way of courier. I hope it helps. So the Royal Protector is headed into the Dust District. Corvo says he hasn't been back in a long time. And I can't blame him for that. According to Sokolov, he'll be trying to get into Aramis Stilton's house. Not easy. I've tried. Stilton was a friend. Even as a mine owner, he was a good man who came up from working people and never forgot it. I went looking for him the night he disappeared. But the house was swarming with the Grand Guard. I showed them what I was worth, but it cost me. I'll live to see that score settled.